Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Mark with Red Star Loft. Hope you're having a good day. It's Sunday morning, about high 40s, close to 50. Birds are out here. I just finished up scraping. Actually, before I pop in there, let me show you a little bit of a work that I've managed to do. And this has been my priority lately, backyard work, and continues today. But you remember where the old loft used to be? I showed you that was taken down. Built this retaining wall, even the ground a little bit, threw the rock down, built a fire pit. Just gonna put a few chairs around here and call it a day with the fire pit area. Still redoing the patio, and today I'm gonna be fixing this right here, and I've got the edging put down. It's going all the way down and around and past the garage door, so still have to even out the ground, but cut out these roots with the sawzall yesterday. They were all throughout here. So yeah, definitely staying busy, taking advantage of the nice weather. Gonna let the birds out today and do work, so that's gonna be a fun little project. But if I come in here, again, you'll notice that I didn't open the aviary door just yet. I'm saving that for when I let them out. But if you take a look at a couple of my older birds, like this cockbird here, you can see he's molting fairly heavily, as are, let's see, the red cockbird back there. He's going through a fairly heavy molt, so there's quite a few of them that are going through the molt. They're not enjoying it, that's for sure, but they're hungry now. They're waiting for food, but they'll have to wait a little bit longer. As you can see, I swapped out the feeders, gave them 2 big ones, because we do have 50 birds in here right now. So this area here, it's about 6 feet. So let me back up. The way this is divided, this loft, is this area is about 6 feet by 10 feet, and this area is about 4 feet by 10 feet. So right now I've got 50 birds in here, 48, 49, something like that. And yeah, I'm pulling the plug at, I think I have 7 to 10 more birds. So at the very max, I know I mentioned it before, but at the very max, I'm gonna go with 60 birds in here. You know, you can go online and look up what the amount of space that each pigeon needs is. And basically anywhere you look, it's gonna be between 1 and 2 square feet per bird. So even at 60 birds, I might be pushing it by a few birds, but everybody's gonna have a perch. I have about 65 perches in here. And these are the, you know, raw numbers now, without training, without flying, without anything like that. So there's definitely going to be birds that get lost along the way. So I am going to start off kind of heavy, you know, around 60 birds, like I said. And those numbers will change as the season goes on. But yeah, handful more birds is what I'm going to have, in here. So some people might think that's too many. Some people, you know, I know people out there, plenty of people out there that would cram over 100 birds into this space. So I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna keep it at 60 birds in this section, and that's gonna be my cap. So again, by the time I start taking them on tosses, that number is probably gonna drop by at least a dozen or so, but as of now, that's where we are. So far, they've been outside 4 times, yeah, and they've done great. I think in this entire time, the 4 times that I've let them out, I think I've lost 1 bird. So and I'm not even sure which one it is. It's just that my count seems to be off by one. So one bird seems to have gotten lost somewhere along the way, but let me pop in by the breeders real quick. I gave them the little feeder. Also got this little feeder from Foy's that I'm gonna use for their grit. Mainly because they're obsessed with this grit, and the other plastic one that I have has sharp edges. So they really mess up their crop feathers with those sharp edges. But got that taken care of. These birds, this pair finally gave me 2 young on their 3rd round. They just hatched. This was my troublesome pair. If you go back to my January videos, you'll see that cockbird and you'll see just how badly he was beat up by old man right here. That's why I had to take off his nest front, because he seemed to have difficulty finding it, but this cockbird absolutely annihilated him. His entire head was red. His wattle was non-existent, basically. His eyes were swollen shut, so he really got a major ass beating from him down here. And speaking of him, he's kind of this bear has kind of let me down a little bit this year. They're laying on their 3rd round of eggs. They've only given me 1 young. I've candled them. They look okay. We'll see what comes out of them. Ones that I'm happy for, and ones that have done real well for me, are the parents of these young. Let me get them out here. This is my black hen, which is right there, and red check. And they've always given me red bars and red checks, but it looks like we're gonna have something much darker on the 3rd round. So this one still looks like it's gonna be fairly light, definitely some sort of a red, but this guy is gonna be much darker. So on the 3rd round, they've given me something different. At least one of the birds is. So put them back. The Jansen blue bars are nice and big. Pardon me. And yeah, this guy in here, he's just absolutely massive as well. And pretty much everybody else is on eggs except for them. Any day now they should be on eggs. I'm waiting for that because he's been chasing her a lot. So yeah, everybody else is on eggs. So yeah, once these next few rounds of birds lay and hatch, we're basically gonna call it a day with breeding for the year. I did have to I'll show it to you guys anyway, even though it looks real ugly. I have to put a cover over it so that you can't see it, but it's real hard to reach back there, and I've got 2 layers of I've got the plywood and I've got the thin sheeting. So I got in there with a Dremel tool and I cut out a hole. Like I said, I have to put one of these over it because that cutout is real ugly, but it's a hard area to reach. Just to improve their ventilation, because once a couple days go by and these young start crapping in here, and you could tell the ventilation wasn't just what it needed to be, because it would get reasonably smelly in there. But as soon as I cut that out, it's been dramatically improved. So that's about that. I'm gonna put you guys on pause as I get the you can see the hole from here, but yeah, it's dark in there so you can't see much, but I'll put you guys on pause. I'll just show you the birds getting out and hopefully flying a little bit, and then I got to get to work because I got the whole day ahead of me to work on the backyard, so hang in there. Okay guys, it's time to release the birds. Pop that open, and they'll be swarming the exit. Let's go to the other side. Right. Won't drag it out for too long. I'll just show you guys them kind of getting outside, and if they fly around a little bit, I'll record a little bit more, but if not, we'll wrap it up and call it a day. It's a little bit windier today than the other days, so that's definitely going to be an experience for them, but it's still single digits. So there you got him. I'm gonna get back to work, and like I said, if some start flying around a little bit, I'll be sure to get back on and show that to you guys, but if not, you guys have a good one. Alright, it's been a couple of minutes since the last video. We've got about 10 of them have picked up and gone off in the air to fly, so out of their own free will, nobody scared anybody. Nobody made anybody twitch, so we've got, yeah, there you can see them. Hopefully, I don't know how the sun's doing, but we've got some swooping around. So that's it, guys. Until you hear from me again, have a good one, enjoy your weekend, and stay safe and healthy. Take care.